I don't remember.
He's gesturing on every single movement, every single word. Nothing stands out.
What's wrong with that lady? Because they don't bend like that.
You saying Sean Hufford looks like an Argyle?
I said Hawkins.
Don't want to go to Aspen? Oh, yeah. Okay.
And say, oh, you put the one showing higher shade. So let's do the same thing here. We're gonna put this where it's supposed to be colder.
Lift off.
I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying to be reasonable. It's not articulated. It's not articulated. It is articulated. Taking pictures, that's not articulated.
I need your corporate numbers now.
Listen, I need your help. Run inside and get me a pair of scissors.
No.
Why not? Because you made me watch Two Girls, One Cup. Okay, wait, so what is this now? Just what?
But what we found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up the drift. A 15 per hour drift.
Thanks, Bob.
We don't see you anything. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
3, 2, 1. CRS mission to the ISS. Got main engines at 108%. AVI power nominal.
You at the side of the building? Is that you at the side of the building? No, shoot him! Shoot him! Yeah. Good. Okay, somebody's still moving. Somebody's still moving. Get ready to kill him. Brainy, you're freaking man. Yeah, boy! That's Brainy shooting. Yep.
The bacon pop.
That's awesome.
Bacon party.
The bacon party. You can join
Best
them.
party ever.
Hello, everybody. Check. Mic check. Yep, there. I'm there. Hi. How's it going? That on the background. Because, you guys show up for the awesome background music. I know you do. It's okay. I often tell people how good the taste in music is over here on behalf of NCS. License to YouTube, but I don't know. To blah, 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 blah. This is supposed to be free. Oh, to request a commercial license. Okay, so this one can fuck its hat. We're gonna go back to this never-ending stream of awesome. Because these ones, it's the same. I don't know why they would have that like that. That's so weird. Wow, they used to have more information on there. Anyways, so how's everybody doing? I don't have a baby monitor. It's like 5 feet away. 1 second. I'm in charge of the munchkins right now. So I just gotta power this baby on right here. Screaming and horror and oh my god! It's like what? Like anybody see Event Horizon? Remember the video they watched that came through from the Event Horizon? Like that's all you hear through there. You're like, ah, it's a portal to hell. Well, actually, I guess in a roundabout sort of way, children, right? So much joy throughout the day, but then bedtime comes. Yes, you have to put your jammies on. No, I don't care. Yes, yes, teeth for sure. Now, like it's. Everybody with kids out there gets it. Anybody without kids, you know, you still have time to make the right decisions. That's all I can say. I wouldn't trade it. I'm just kidding. But anyways, who we got in the audience here? I gotta get the COVID out, cough it out, you know. UV kills it, I've heard. Anyways, or wait, you know what? Balance my pH. That's right. If I balance my pH, Renee, the bitch maid / books. What is the word I'm looking for here? Debates without showing up for them. That Renee, you know, take your keys, leave you in the cherry picker, Renee. Beaver for Dad of the Year. There you go, buddy. Streamlabs, good to see you in here. Honestly, Streamlabs, one of the best followers, always in the chat all the time. I mean, I see it like every stream. God. Anyways. Pepper Talks, how's it going? NANA, Factored, R McDude? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to be pronouncing that. I probably screwed up every week. TJ, Stringer News 1. I turned up the stringer at the bottom because I still haven't updated it, but the outro's updated, so that's all right. Everybody gets their love, I promise. Factor, no, Andrew Cole, Stringer News, you don't get mentioned twice, Factored. Captain Crunch, Christina Rain, Purple Rymus with Rymus. Thought it was gonna be a fucking name. I didn't think you were actually putting words in there. Purple rhymes with orange. Love it. Greetings, sentient beings. Good to see you here, man. Who else we got in here? God damn. You guys and your names. Nikki Daly Triglav. Oh, I've pronounced this. Triglavian Princess? Triglavian. Okay, so listen. Pronouncing words. It's like I'm the person that goes, "Hi, Mr. John Solo." Like, or like, it's like you just look at it and you're like, "Okay, man, it's just this is not happening." There was a guy the other day. I'm like, "Is it like Jamie or is it James?" I'm like, "Those are actually different names." He's actually like, and he said it's actually Gemois or something like that. So, which is French, I guess, or something. And he's like, "But English people can't pronounce it, so it's Jamie." And it just what he said, I'm like, "Yeah, Jamie, it is." So, anyways. Haley Seaton, I farted while making this comment. Wow, I love it, honestly. And is that a Haley? Holly? I'm butchering the shit out of your name, so I apologize for that. Oh my god, so many flashes all of a sudden. Everybody's like, "Hello, Ilya, how you doing?" Anacito, good to see you. Glober Mom, we're gonna do this for another 30 seconds. Magda, the trippin' mistress, how you doing? Andrew Lassard, Michael W. Rubble. I'm actually seeing some new names in here. This is interesting. Thanks for coming, guys. Surf, got some classics in there. Archie Rush. There's a J in there. This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. You brain, you fucked it up. Yeah, of course I did. Chatbot lady got it right. You know what? Chatbot lady drinks a lot, okay? We've all heard chatbot lady. She can't even stick to a speed. One time, you know, one sentence, that lady is excited for life. The next, she's been drowning her sorrows in just buckets of vodka. Will you tell the team that I give up on life? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Team Skeptic uses this chatbot lady when we play games, and it's so he can hear the there should be an alert coming by here any second now. I got 666 from NANA. There it is. Thank you very much, NANA. I want some beaver bacon. Hail Satan. You know what's funny about that, NANA? I actually cooked a pound of bacon today, so that will actually buy me a new pound of bacon. So I really, like, legit, I will spend your money on bacon. I need more bacon. So there you go. That's how it works. Thank you very much. Honestly, I really appreciate it. Here, just to commemorate this, you get a JM Fabulous.
Shelly's been fabulous.
I think it comes through the right thing.
Shelly's been fabulous.
Oh yeah, it's coming through. It's coming through. Hold on. We got to get the beautiful planet out behind us. What are we doing here? Oh, that double tapped. Double tap. That's what you do in the zombie apocalypse. Everybody remember that. It's always the double tap. Zombie goes down, tap, tap. Don't be stingy with bullets, okay? It's not worth it. One bullet could save your life. Hey, you got to make sure to put the extra bullet in. Christ Puncher, there you are, buddy. Sorry, I didn't see you there. You hadn't donated yet. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking kidding. I think you're a member, aren't you? I thought you were. Oh, but once you get blue, you might be. I can't. You're in the list if you are. And I appreciate it. I'm sorry, I just don't quite remember. You're just such a good supporter. There's another Canadian streaming tonight. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I saw you guys were streaming. And you know, to be honest with you, 7 o'clock is typically when I would stream on a Wednesday night. And I would have rolled right over your asses, or not. We would have had to fight for the viewership, I'm sure. That said, I was a little busy. Kids, my wife's out doing a meeting right now for like a playgroup-esque thing involving the children. And so I had to hold down the fort with regards to making sure the kids got to bed and teeth brushed and jammied and read books too and all that fun stuff. So, you know, the grind, if you will. So that's why we're later tonight. But you watch out, Punchy. I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm just kidding, buddy. It's good to see you guys getting some people in there and having, like, I mean that, like, it's a good channel, guys. Go check it out. Christ Puncher and Alia there. They got, was it Sit Down with Debunkers, right? Something to that effect. And I have clicked on the channel and watched you guys. I've been lurking a few times. I've listened to you while I've been sluicing pay dirt on Gold Rush. I've been sluicing that hard-earned pay dirt. You know, Dan Pratt just really inspired me to go out and sluice that hard-earned dirt just for those little flecks of gold. Except I'm doing it where it's easier because I don't have to get off my ass. And I'm doing it past times of night when, you know, there's other things that could be done. That said, couldn't we always get more done? I really need to work a little harder on making videos. I've got a video I'm working on. It's in the works. Kelly Bath just subscribed. If you're in the list here, if you're watching, I appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you for joining up. And please do stop by on Wednesday nights typically. Sometimes Thursdays if things are a little busy. Gosh of Heckfire, can't stay. Blues hockey about to start. Just wanted to stop by and say howdy from Middle America. Well, thank you very much, Gosh. That's a member right there. You've got your little poop beaver emoji that you can flash if there's any other members in the chat. Throw a beaver poop emoji, and I think everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about because that's a little beaver. That little emoji right there is actually like a cute little beaver, and he's ready for war. He's got a little vest on. He's got like a little thing in his hand. Christ Puncher, I was kidding, buddy. The second time I made Brainy stream late. It's true. He's got his little warhammer. Thank you very much, Christ Puncher. He's got his little warhammer, and he's ready for battle, except it's tiny, and he looks like a curled up little poo on most people's screens. Looks like a little poo on my screen. I noticed that a long time ago before somebody else pointed it out. So, actually, we've got enough members that I should be uploading more emotes. So, actually, that's, you know what? I'll do that. I'll get on that. I'm just realizing. Duct tape is a great babysitter. And Christ Buncher, thank you very much. Ilya 666. Sit down with debunkers. Tonight was just random, not normal. We still love you, Brainy, and we have picked for late Thursday to not have too much overlap. You know what, Ilya? I appreciate that, and here's what I will say to that. You can't worry too much about when other people are streaming, and sometimes you're just going to overlap them, and other people are going to overlap you, because unfortunately, like, you look at an example like that, like, that's why I wouldn't actually give you shit about that, Ilya, because that's the thing. Like, you look at tonight, say I was a little bit too busy. The stream could have very easily, for me, ended up being pushed to Thursday. Now, I do want to stream every week, so if I'm not streaming on Wednesday, there's a chance I'm going to be streaming on Thursday. If things are extremely out of whack, then maybe there's not a stream. But typically, as you've seen, I'm trying to do a weekly stream. It doesn't matter if it's late. It'll still go on. So that's why Ilya 666. So everybody, if you haven't seen, check out Sit Down with Debunkers, or let me make sure I got this. Yeah, Sit Down with Debunkers. Go check out the channel. It's Ilya Moon and Christ Puncher, and they've been building a ISS Lego as well, and one of the things they have going on there, which has been interesting. I was lurking in the background watching him get frustrated and build a Daniel Pratt water tank, as Ilya would so delightfully say. So yeah, go check that out. But yeah, that's why I wouldn't actually give you shit about that, Ilya, because you know what, honestly, for a while there, I would always try to avoid people, and you know what, it gets to the point where there's so many of us now that we just need to start kind of owning our space a little bit, and just, you know, you're gonna have some streams where half as many people as you expect show up, and you'll have other streams where you don't know why there's that many people in it, and it's just, how many other things are live right now? It's all part of the role. I mean, you look at that Gosh of Heckfire. He can't stick around. He's watching the Lewis game. The St. Louis game, I assume? I had hockey tickets, I'll admit. I'm not in the stadium. I'm not really. I just don't care anymore once that happens. Stream tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central. Central, the only time that matters. The centralist time of all. Standard Pacific. Literally, it's just called Standard Pacific. It's the standard... Wait. Standard Pacific. I'm fucking... Standard... What? The fuck? I've lost track of my words. Okay, I'm gonna sip my coffee and we're gonna reset here. Central Standard Time. Fuck. And I'm sorry. F-bomb warning, everybody. It was, oh yeah, this is demonetized. I'm sorry. I'm trying, YouTube. I'm sorry. I had a Walmart ad on one of my videos. It's all about humanity. Walmart. That's the money. It was back to school. Anyways, it's not. I was in a different account. I was like, oh. On my own videos looking for something. That was a Saturn V. Well, what would it? I thought it was an ISS. Oh no, you're right. It was a Saturn V. All right, it was a Saturn V. So, well, once I got the actual time zone right, Central Standard Time, I was like Central Standard Pacific, Eastern, Western, Central, Greenwich Mean Time. I have a bit of a cough all of a sudden. I know, it's really exciting in this world we live in now. I blame certain green substances that aren't actually cabbage, but are sometimes called the devil's cabbage. Potentially. Anyways, so we got a problem in this world, okay? We got all these Karens floating around, and I hate to call them Karen. And if your name is Karen, if you literally are named Karen, then I have a suggestion. Stop calling yourself Karen. It's not going to be a good look anymore. And we can get upset about this. We can him, we can haw, but at the end of the day, I gotta turn this down. It's invading my earspace a little bit. Okay, I can actually fix that on my end here. Hold on. I can turn that down a little bit so I can hear myself think a little bit. Yeah, so the problem is that I don't remember what I was saying at that moment. but I know where I was going with this ship. So, you know, we got all these Karens kicking around, and it's gotten particularly bad. I completely lost my train of thought of where I was, everybody. So yeah, there's that. There's that. You can just enjoy it, and just based in my ADHD for a second, enjoy it. Just breathe it in, and just live the life of not being able to multitask. Common mistake. It's CDT right now, not CST. You fuck your hat. Central Daylight Time? No, if you type CST, you will get everything you need. Telling you can listen, I had an argument one time with my friend over whether or not irregardless was a fucking word. Oh, I'm in an F-bomb mood tonight. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do something for a second because this isn't good. I was napping like with 15 minutes before the stream because I was tired and I was sleeping on my child's floor while they got to sleep. So I'm just gonna bring it in. We're gonna breathe together, okay? Okay, we're gonna try this again. Okay, we'll come back in. Shake it out. Okay. And I did that, I lost train of my thought. Oh, CST! Listen, I had a fight with my friend over whether irregardless was a word, okay? He said the word irregardless and my brain exploded. And I got into a pissing match with him over whether or not irregardless was a word. And I'm gonna tell you, after I argued with him for a long time, we finally, you know, looked it up. And I am sad to report to people that think that that should not be a word, but apparently they're both acceptable, regardless and irregardless. And I think the irregardless is double negative at that point. Like, there's, like, the term is regardless. Like, it's I don't know. My brain can't wrap around that one. So there you go. I can figure out why things work the way they work with regards to physics, but I can't figure out why the hell you would use the word irregardless. Yeah, no, bullshit. Craven, look it up. Go look it up. Look it up. They're both acceptable. Yep. Interchangeably usable. Tell me about it. I know. You're thinking the same thing as me. You're thinking that is goddamn ridiculous. I swear to God, if you go look it up right now. I looked it up and I was like, I've lost faith in humanity. But that's okay. Because what's going to happen is my wife is going to join me on stream again one of these days because she's talked about it. And what we're going to do is we're all going to have a lot of fun with her, okay? Because we're going to bring up the word incentivize, okay? I'm going to say it more than a few times if I can remember, too. And Picker, it didn't happen. Man, we used to have piss and sword fights. Any little boy out there knows. And if you grew up with snow, you know even more. You're like, yeah, you crossing the streams? Like, hey, man, don't cross the streams. Don't cross the streams, man. Come on, don't cross the streams. Girls, it might have been a little harder for you, but I get that you were there in spirit, not body necessarily in that case. Stanley Cup champion, St. Louis Blues, get it right. Well, they're not the champion yet right now. Maybe last year. Were they last year's champion? They're not a champion until they win again. It's on the line. Yeah, thank you very much for the $5 Americano donation. The American. I gotta find a way to get like some sort of like streamer explosion or something, like poof, and then it rains like confetti. American money. No, thank you very much, you guys. That's too nice. I'm just reading the comments here. Yeah, irregardless apparently is a word, irregardless of what you think. Right? I know. Yeah, it hurt my head too. You looked it up, right? Is that anyway or anyways? Listen, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna say it anyways I want to. I don't know. I was playing Flight Simulator, and it's free if you have Games Pass. It was okay. You know what's cool is it loads up current maps, and you can actually go like fly over your childhood house and be like, there it is. Other than that, you know, I was like, it doesn't shoot anything though. I mean, come on. Anyways, back to the Karen conversation, which I was about to look something up in this window, but I guess I never did. So I'll just keep that window miniaturized and we'll see where it goes. We got all these Karens, and these poor Karens have husbands. Wow, this one has a boyfriend, or she may have. She may have had a boyfriend a few weeks ago. Let's put it that way. She may not anymore. He was already distancing himself a little bit, like, I'm wearing a mask. She's, you know, she's doing her. He was, my wife, I showed it to her. She's like, he separated himself from her. I'm like, oh yeah, I made sure that they knew that she was with her. He had some stuff to do in the DMV, and he was like, I gotta get this shit done, so I got a mask on. You can fucking. So yeah, let's and then okay, we got a Chad. We got a Chad or a male Karen or he's always around. Don't worry about him. We got the chattiest of Chads or the Karens, and this guy comes this close to a taser, boy. He comes this close to an absolute taser, and where is it here? Where is it? Let's see. That's how close to a taser he gets. It's awesome. He's hey. He didn't want to ride the lightning today, though, boys and ladies. He's no riding the lightning. Sorry, I didn't mean to be mutually exclusive to any one sex or not or pronoun. So, yeah, of course. If he did ride the lightning, I couldn't show it to you and stay monetized. But since he doesn't ride the lightning, I think I can. Nobody got hurt in the making of this video. You want to shoot? You want ace combat. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, playing games to me, there's so much ADHD. You know, if it was virtual reality, we'd be talking something special now. Although, anybody's ever played a plane game in virtual reality, holy shit. You're like, because it makes you want to vomit. There's a disconnect between the equilibrium gravitational sensation of your ear and your brain, what your eyes are seeing, and that's actually one of the functions of how your body finds out if you've been intoxicated. So what happens is the actual, so if you don't know this, it's kind of interesting. The actual disconnect between what your eyes see and what your equilibrium feels is actually what makes you get sick so quickly, like motion sickness in cars. And it's your brain. What it is, your brain is actually making you sick because it thinks something's wrong. Because why would your eyes, like your vision and your equilibrium, not line up? Because this sensor and this sensor are not reporting the same information. So then your brain basically goes into like a panic situation where it's like, oh my God, I've been poisoned. I must have, because how do you get poisoned? Well, unless you've been stabbed, like we have intravenous drugs and all kinds of things nowadays, but typically you've ingested something. So your body actually creates this vomitary reaction where you get sick and you want to throw up because it's actually responding to the fact that there isn't a connection between those things. So when you play airplane games, because you're not spinning around and you're not actually like doing they can be quite vomit inducing. There's a lot of training that has to go into like wearing it and doing it for short bursts at a time, because basically you're trying to train your brain to understand that this is okay, which is, some people can't do it. I had one game, I had to return it. It was Boneworks. And it's like you actually, like you do free motion, like you could move the character by pushing the stick a little bit, and because you could move the character by pushing the stick, if you didn't have everything lined up, like your height off the ground was perfect and everything, your character would kind of like bounce a little bit off the surfaces. And I found it even when you reach for things, because if you were set up wrong, you would, I guess, push off things, and it would create this disconnect, and it would make you sick really quickly. I'd get sick within 5 minutes of playing it. Like it was like 5 minutes in the headset, and you just like, oh. So you're like, it was just return, just take it back, like send it back, get the money back, and get something else. But so that's why you'll find, if you ever play any virtual reality, you'll find that there's a lot of jumping. Like you do, the way you move is you do a lot of like you'll be standing in one spot and you're, you know, pew 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 pew, shoot people, whatever it is, and then what'll happen is when you want to move to the next spot, you like push the thumbstick and you like pull the trigger or something, and like, you know, like push like a little thing out that shows where you're gonna jump to, and you'll jump there and like kind of like teleport and appear there. because your brain's able to deal with that. You like show up in the new spot, which you expected to show up at, and then you're on the ground again, and you just keep doing the same thing. So you stand and you do the motions. Anytime you get into a situation where you're pushing a stick and you're moving a character without actually physically doing it, there's that disconnect starts kicking in again. If you don't know anything about it, it's actually quite fascinating to look up. Of course, it's part of the way your brain knows how to take care of your body. So yeah, so let's start with this one. Let's start with this woman who is upset about her chicken being too cold. Okay, this is a cold chicken. Everybody, cold chicken on the file. Everybody, get ready. We're good. We're going. I gotta get the right damn button going on here. Yep, that's it. Let me turn the damn music off.
We got a Karen.
I think it's going through.
Yeah, put your mask on, Karen.
No, I don't think so. No, you don't dismiss me. I don't think so. No.
I don't want to turn it up too high because it could come in real loud at some point.
You want me to take those controls? Like a pizza? Just like this? So,
this one's funny because you can hear the husband more clearly in the second half. So we're just kind of, I'm just letting it build up, right? We gotta get him in there. We gotta make sure that he's got a chance to. She's very upset, but don't worry, she hasn't started mimicking the people back at them yet. People haven't started telling her, like, I'll pay for your food if you just leave. And the little girl has not actually made fun of her yet either, which, I don't know, parents, maybe you should have said, that's not nice. But I don't know, this woman was asking for it at this point. It was funny.
Just go and stop teaching my children words, please. I have children right here.
Yeah. Honey, let's go. Come on, sweetie. Let's go. Let's go. It's not. Come on. You see him? You see him right there? That's her husband. That guy, that poor guy right there. Poor man. This goes for the women out there that are married to Chads. Okay, this is not a sexually exclusive thing here. This is not a party that belongs to one or another team. You know.
Right here.
Hey, I will admit that I've been a Chad. I've been that guy. I've been there. I think I've grown a little bit. I think I like to look back at the time as a dark time in my history. And we all got to move forward. You know, the trick is that you got to learn from these things. You got to look at these videos. You got to say, wow, what a bitch. And you got to feel it. You're doing it. You're going to be like, listen here. Before you say, I need to talk to the manager, you got to think to yourself, is this really worth a manager? Because the other lady that we're going to talk about, the invasion of the Karens at fitness clubs here, this is going to be fun because she actually gets to talk to a manager, but she wants the manager to come down because apparently she doesn't have the time to be harassed about not wearing a mask, but she has the time to wait for the manager to finish whatever he's doing and drive down to the fitness club so he can talk to her. Like, you get your son of a bitch ass down here. I want to talk to you right now. She can't have a job. Like, she must not appreciate what it would be like to be, like, you know, it's his day off, right? Like, that's why he's not here, right? Because he's like doing his shit. Like, you're doing your shit. He's doing something. Like, he's probably jogging, not at the fitness club, because that place is full of corona. that's the reality. Oh, fitness club, everybody's breathing heavy. Just fucking firing that stuff out. That's a great place. Let's go to the fitness club. I think it's a good time to lift some weights. You know what? I will find you a bush somewhere where you can find a heavy log. I bet you can make it work. There's a heavy log out there you could find. I swear to God. Just get like a log in each arm, you know, wrap a little string around it. Listen, we could do this. I'm just saying, you don't need a piece of metal in a building with neon lights. Now, if there is perhaps what is it, like, I would say maybe the manager or owner of a fitness establishment in the audience, then please don't drop a dislike and don't try to shit on my front step in a paper bag on fire. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean anything I said. What do I need to say to you to make you happy? I mean, let's face it, that might be like 1% of the audience out there, but it's still an audience. I was thinking about it. I was like, it's like, man, you never know. Somebody's gonna come to the stream. He's gonna be like, fuck this son of a bitch telling people not to come to my place. It's a good point, though. Like, we need to get back to work. We need economic recovery, but don't go to that son of a bitch place right there. It's full of it.
Exercise. The mandate says you do not have.
Oh, wait, we're on this video. We got you. Listen, Karen. We will get to you, okay? A little taste of that, okay? This button is not working.
Yeah. Right here, Karen. Get out. How embarrassing.
It's quiet, sorry.
Pay my bill. You talk to me. I pay my bill. Pay my bill. This is how you should never act, okay? Pay my bill. I'll pay.
You're ruining dinner, he says to her. She doesn't give a shit at all. Oh my god. Man, that's a stare too. Look at her glare at him. Wow, look at that stink eye. Like, fuck you, buddy.
Pay your bill if you leave.
I'm trying not to swear. I really am. Honestly, I'm terrible at it. I'm every time it happens, I'm like, God darn it. Gosh, kitty poo darn it.
Yes.
I'll pay your bill if you please.
Planet Fitness Karen spends all her time going. No, listen. I have one that I will pull out after we're going through Fitness Karens here. I just thought this one was fun. I have a woman who legit goes business to business. Like, her actual post is like, calling another corporate office, fighting tyranny one store at a time. I'm like, oh, what are you doing with yourself? Just get a hobby. Oh my god.
Bye, Karen. Go on, Karen. Go on, Karen. Go on, Karen. Oh my god. Yeah, that's assault. It's on video.
Wow, that's some crazy, boy.
That's assault.
Her husband's like, oh man, he should leave that bitch there. Does she have the keys in her pocket? Because if you have the keys, just leave her. It's not worth it. Poor guy. Oh my god, this is actually a sad story, isn't it? This poor man. That'd be a good skit, eh? Being the husband of one of these people, like, sitting at the dining room table. All right, bear with me 1 second, everybody. There's a lot of movement going on in that room there. Alright, apparently my wife is actually already back, so she's got it. Sorry about that. Already losing people. What's the number down to, damn it? Alright, so Don't know exactly what I was saying at that exact moment, but let me turn this on. There we go. Beaver 74. Yeah, that you just like you got candles up. Well, she's back. I can literally turn this off then. So you're sitting at the dining room table, the dining room table. You know, you got the candle lit, two spots out there ready to go for meals, and here you are, you know, just waiting. And where's your wife? She's off calling corporate offices. They're based in Tokyo. It's always during dinner time. Can't ever get time alone because all she wants to do is call Nike. It's like it could be like an infomercial, like a PSA. Every year, men everywhere marry Karens. They can't see the crazy eye when they get involved, but only later does it show. Soon it starts on the honeymoon. There's problems. They want to speak to the manager immediately. And you know right there, you're fucked. Again, language. Oh my god. Put a hard F on that too. I just made sure it really echoed through your house so your children can hear everything. To the people that do have youngins, well, I guess this is pretty late, but I guess it depends on where on the planet you are, doesn't it? Because I was gonna say, I do get it, because, you know, it's hard. Like, even the odd F-bomb, you got kids at the right age, and all of a sudden it's like Team Skeptic throws out an F something, and it's like, you know, and it, like I get it. It's like, as adults, you know, if you're here for an entertainment stream, it becomes one thing, but then as when you get your kids and like that happens, you're like, it can only happen so many times before you're like, you can't justify having the show on anymore. So that's why we're trying here at the Beaver Show, we are trying to keep it to a safe level, okay? And I see that I'm losing people because I'm virtue signaling.
It's on video.
Oh yeah, music, damn it.
Video, lady.
Are you a man or a mouse?
What is going on here? Oh my god.
Children need to hear this. Children need to hear this.
They don't need to hear your language.
I didn't cuss.
Oh my god. What is happening?
He is an asshole. He is an asshole. He just tried to get in my face. Show a little respect. Show a little respect.
Get out, Karen. Go, Karen.
You just tried to flinch on me. Show me some more.
You just tried to what?
You just tried to flinch on me. Show me some more. Your daughter.
Tried to clip my beak? Is that what she said?
See ya, Karen.
Oh my god, he's literally pleading with her. Please, can you please get out of here? Oh, the poor guy.
Bye, Karen.
Oh, nobody's having sex tonight there. That is not a healthy situation, I can tell you that much. Oh, that's sad. Poor guy. Okay, let's start from the top. Now, I won't lie. I wasn't possibly going to show this tonight because this is part of... I'm working on a video that I believe this is going to be part of. It's possibly this or the other woman, but I am working on a Karen video, and so yeah, but I'm going to show it anyways because it's still funny as shit because of the things she says in here, and I think it worked really well for a live stream, so we're going to go through this. Well, plus we got to get this guy here because it is amazing. He says the stupidest things I've ever heard.
I'm going to work out in this gym today.
Oh my god. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, can you take your face mask
And
off?
I just want to make sure I didn't miss any like any donations or anything like that. I see Christ Puncher said common mistake. Yeah, I argue with you. Hey, listen, we're gonna look this up. We're gonna go through that still. Okay, that was the last thing you said. God damn it, Windows! I want that in a window. Thank you. Just keeps expanding it. I really hate this window because it won't let me like. Oh, there we go. There we go. There. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you for the donation, Gosh. I think I said that already, but that was the last one that came in a while ago. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I tagged that. Sounds like she said tried to flex on me. Oh, that's even funnier. She's like, trying to flex on me. That's so funny. Actually, that would be funny. Okay, here, let's hit this in right away. We'll go right into it.
Understand what you're saying?
I cannot.
What are you saying?
It's part of my job that I have to wear the face mask, and as a member at the gym, reading the signs that in the front say, please wear a mask when you come in, you didn't do that. So I'm asking you politely to leave.
Okay, well, what's the next thing you're going to say if I'm not wearing...
I have all security.
If I'm not wearing a weight band around my waist, you're going to tell me to leave? What grounds? Your rules don't require a face mask.
The signs are on the door.
The signs are on the door. It's so awesome. Oh my god. This is amazing. This video just gets better and better because she says some pretty good shit in here. Like, it's pretty get the analytics back up here. There we go. It's you just have to see it. I can't even. She says things about it being a public location, then it's a private business, and it's the guy's like, yeah.
Pertain to the governor's mandate. So if you want to enforce the governor's
look at those eyes. Those are. Listen.
Enforce them.
Those, I gotta try to pause it with them open. Come on, sweetie. And I don't call women that. I call her that. Oh, look at those eyes. That's crazy, boy. There's crazy in there. You can see it. It's the crazy is located. It's kind of that spot right here where they look like they're dead inside. That's the crazy. If you can't see it, it's this look of complete and utter, like she doesn't have the energy to even open her eyeballs anymore. I'm actually just making shit up as I go, but she does look crazy as shit, doesn't she?
Exception for exercising. Okay, the exception is that you do not have to wear a face mask when you are exercising. Now, if you could please leave me alone so I can exercise, because at this point, I feel like I'm being harassed.
All right, you can discuss the matter with
Talk
the police.
to the governor. Talk to the governor.
With the police
No, you should talk to the governor because the mandate makes an.
Hello, governor. How you doing? It's the local mall security here. We gotta talk to you about some mask orders. You see? You should talk to the governor.
Exception for
I don't know what accent that is. Can you guys tell me? I'm gonna tell you something. So you Americans, you Americanos, you have a lot of accents under one hood as a country, okay? You may not think you do, but you do. You have a lot of accents. You have a lot of strong accents, actually, for one nation. We have our own, too. I'm not going to claim we don't. But you do actually have some strong accents. Now, that's not strong, but it sounds, to me, it sounds very like, it's kind of New Yorkish. Like, you talk to the governor, the governor. God, tell me. Somebody, help me. Help me. I speak white Central Canadian. I don't know any better. Don't hurt me. Oh, that was the wrong button.
Exercising, and I am trying to exercise. The mandate says you do not have to wear a face mask if you are exercising. I'm exercising.
Exercising.
Therefore, I do not have to.
I'm exercising. Yeah, you nailed it, Adam. Actually, exercising. I need to know what. I need to know what accent that is. I swear to God, I'm just curious. Because like the problem, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I got these skits in my head, and anytime I do an American, like I always end up doing like a Southerner, or like I can only do like the really stereotypical shitty accents. And I'm really sorry in advance, okay? But who could do? I think that's the whole thing. They're like, sounds like a Chicago. You know whose accent makes me laugh? It's Mark Wahlberg. It's like in the other guys, it's like there wasn't even an awning or anything. Like it's that I don't know. It's that what is it? It's the same. It's a Chicago thing, right? He's got what's his accent? I can't. It's funny.
wear a face mask.
I understand. I didn't stop I didn't stop you for exercising. I stopped you for
Yes, you are. You are stopping me from exercising.
I'm exercising.
You did not have a mask on.
That's correct.
That policy. You
Correct.
spoke to my general manager.
I didn't speak to your general manager.
Talk to him on the phone.
I did not speak to him. He tried to speak.
This is amazing too, because like, hold on, we're gonna go back. Just get ready, okay? So pay attention if you weren't really listening.
That's correct.
That policy. You
Correct.
spoke to my general manager.
I didn't speak to your general manager.
Talk to him on the phone.
I did not speak to him. He tried to speak. He tried to speak to me. Okay. I asked him to come here in person. Okay, and he could not. And I don't have time to talk to someone over the phone.
No, that's what that's it, lady. No, lady. That was his line. I don't have the time to drive down there. Just kick her ass out. That's all he said. More like Midwest. See, I tell people all the time that Minnesota, they can be like, oh yeah, oh boy, you gotta head right down there, sweetie, oh. Like, I don't even know. It's like a mix of like Fargo and I live. Like Minnesota is right there. Like, it is only a few hours away from me. And some of the people in Minneapolis, St. Paul is like a 6-hour drive. Maybe 8, I don't know, 6 at least. Anyways, but some of the people who live there are like, when you're in the airport and they like say something to you, it's like, holy shit, that's a thick accent, boy. Boy, eh? I don't know. That's my Canadian. She's in Ohio. Because she's another video where she's getting her car inspected by the state and she goes off on the people there and brings up the state. Oh my God. Glover Mom. So wait, you found, I don't know where, I couldn't find her video specifically. Her channel. I found another woman's channel that I was looking for, but Boston. That's Mark Wahlberg's Boston. It's a Boston accent. I can't do Boston. She sounds a little like Cartman's mom. Oh my God. Everyone always does hick when they do America. I'm sorry. Listen, it has nothing to do with, I mean, we might think of you a little bit. I'm just kidding. But no, I don't think it has anything to do with how we think of you. I think it's just an easy accent to do. Like, this is terrible music. Electron by Ramzoid? Oh my God. It's like Rammstein Electronica. Oh, this is just so bad.
Who I have no idea who it is, when I have limited time to exercise. And
exercise.
Right now is
sorry,
it's my freedom of liberty.
My freedom of liberty.
Exercise. Okay? I pay to exercise here, so if you could just kindly leave.
Yeah. This is the crux of my argument. Yeah, you pay to exercise at a private establishment, which is why you pay for a membership. And as such, the owners of said private establishment are able to essentially dictate a dress code for that establishment, if I'm not mistaken. I think I looked at the rules.
Alone, I would appreciate.
Let's hear you do a California. Californians have an accent? What is a California accent supposed to be? Is it supposed to be like you're so smug because you've been sniffing your own farts for a while? Is that the I'm kidding. By the way, if anybody out there from California, I'm joking. That's actually a South Park joke. The smug storm is coming in. That's a horrible Boston accent. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Drew. I don't claim to be good at American accents. American. I can do that one. That's the hard and true, dyed in the wool, gun-loving American. We're gonna just get off this topic.
Okay, great.
We're just gonna pretend I didn't try all those accents out.
I understand you've been asked to wear a mask.
That's correct.
And you're refusing to comply with this?
Correct.
They have signage here that says that you have to.
I do have to point out, and I don't want to belittle like the job of like security guards at any point, because like, let's face it, I just, every job is important. All jobs matter. It's true. But listen, this guy is gripping his belt like this is a very cop stance he's got, and I just thought it was funny because the reason they usually do that is because they've got like a belt that's pulling their pants down, because it's like they're wearing like a gun. And Keanu Reeves is Callie. Keanu Reeves is actually, is he not? He's actually Canadian, but I understand that he has been absorbed into your wind in your hair, sand up your ass crack California lifestyle. I can accept it, okay? I'm fine with it. Brainy, that was a pretty much spot on description. I'm from California. Hey, I'm in California. You talking about San Francisco, the smug alert? Yes, I was. We probably do have an accent. I used to speak Valley Girl back. Oh my God, really? Aw, Glober Mom. That's sad. I'm glad that you've... I had a girlfriend come back from Southern Ontario one time, which is basically what just happened? Which is like, she came back from college and she was like, that's so beach. And like, what? Like, beach. It's totally beach. I'm like, the fuck is totally beach? It's like totally beach, you know? Like, it's the beach, you know? Like, yeah, it's totally beach. Like, beach. Like, going to the beach. I'm proud to say, well, her name was Megan, but it's not the same Megan, so I'm happy to say that for everybody. It's, you know. Anyways, we'll drop that one there. But, you want a complete list of Southern accents? Listen to Tim Wilson's Southern accents. I'll look it up. Yeah, Tim Wilson Southern accents. Okay, I will. Basically babysitters for adults. Exactly. Glover Mom, we'll have to get you to model that Valley Girl for us one of these days on a stream. We'll have to get you to throw out some likes and some like totally like I don't know. Listen, there's different kinds of Valley Girl, kind of like totally I was totally bugging, man. I don't know. That's probably a terrible example as well. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a girl or in the Valley, so I can't sympathize. But they usually stand like this because they're holding up their belts, because they've got like. By the way, anybody new to the stream, I don't like sit here and beat off. If you see my chair just shaking away, I have like nervous energy that I just shake. Look at, hands up here, hands up here, hands up here. See. Swear to God, everybody's gonna be like, he's like the Riley, except he just jerks off the whole time. Watch. I told Riley, all you gotta do is close it. If I really gotta rub one out quick, I'll just close this for a minute. You'll just hear the noises. Please, you don't get me biting my own lip at that point. No, that is not my O face.
Wear it while you're here. It's their rule. It's a state mandate.
I press buttons.
Can you take your face?
Get back there now.
I understand you've been asked to wear a mask.
That's correct.
And you're refusing to comply with this?
Correct.
They have signage here that says that you have to wear it while you're here. It's their rule. It's a state mandate.
There's an exception to the mandate while you're exercising.
Apparently I do say like a lot, so I am part Valley Girl. NANA was 666. You say like a lot. Lol. Hail Satan. Well, you know what? We all gotta have our thing. I could be like Robin Sparkles and be like, what is it? Or Robin, the hell was her name on the thing there? Be like, it's, where it's like, Budum. She was doing that thing where she said Budum all the time. They made a drinking game out of it. Was it? We're talking about How I Met Your Mother. That's right.
That you do not have to wear a mask. I'm exercising.
Exercising.
That's if you're exercising in a public space.
Yeah.
I am exercising in a public space.
This is not a public space.
This pub is open to the public.
This is a privately owned
No, it's
institution.
not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not. Are you an attorney for this establishment?
I am not, ma'am.
Then how do you know that?
Because that's how the mall is.
Well, this isn't part of the mall. This is a facility a private corporation within the mall.
Did she just sink her own? Sir, this is a public space that is owned by a private entity, and I pay a membership due to belong to this private space that I am now working out in.
So, if you don't mind, I'm exercising.
Exercising.
The mandate makes an exception for exercise.
Exercising. Thank you, by the way, again, NANA for the 666. As always, it's always appreciated, man.
Because, you know what? I have the liberty in the United States of America to pursue, to be free, to do what I want to do. Right now, I can't.
She's flustered. It's okay. I'll give it to her. Isn't it? I'm not American, so isn't it like you have the right to the pursuit of liberty and the pursuit of happiness, or you have a true, like, was it life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, or money, which basically is the same thing, I think. Hey! They're not mutually exclusive, let's put it that way. Oh my god. The last guy says almost the exact same shit. Sir, this is a public space that I am training in. I pay a private membership fee to belong to this private club that I am now publicly in. You're like, what? Get to it, Karen.
To get hassled by.
God damn, this is a good song. It makes me want to like just talk through it, but I think it's over, so that's okay. You don't have to listen to me. Good song, right? This one's one of those good ones. This is one of the ones that we listen to at times. Here. What we could do is, oh, is it over? No, it's not over, right? Oh, here. Oh, it is over. Boo pants. Boo. This is bullshit. Wait. Nope, that's not working. Well, this isn't as good. That other song's okay. Some people might like that. We could tune in for a Brainy Beaver listens to garbage music stream on my gaming channel one day. We'll save that for there. I have the liberty to tell this to wear a mask because his face is scaring the children. That's R. McDud. Like Brainy, check your like DMs, like for the DMVE check anti-mask video. Like, okay, nice. I love it. Oh my god, that made me so happy, Glover Mom. It's good to see that we've all elevated ourselves, though. Yes, but there's no guarantee you'll obtain happiness. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, if I had lots of money, and I know that I think a lot of people out there could sympathize, but if I had lots of money, it would leave me only with concerning myself with the things needed to obtain the happiness. Wouldn't have to worry about fixing the goddamn car, or whether or not my dog was going to start eating after 3 days of not eating because she ate something really not good for her. And she did eat her dinner tonight, so thank God I don't have to get her x-rayed tomorrow. That would have been day 3, and that's not cool if she doesn't eat food for 3 days. So we're into the 3rd day. Anyways, either way, I don't have to take my dog to the vet tomorrow because she ate her dinner. So, and I'm not saying that would, but money would have made it a lot easier to just take her to the vet. This is not me pleading, people. Just always keep that in mind. I'm just talking with you people. We're all hanging out. We're having a good time here. That's what I'm always saying to you people. You people. What the hell does he mean by that? That's it. Hashtag cancel the Beaver. There's a bunch of MGTOWs out there that are probably running that hashtag. We come in there with hashtag cancel the Beaver for this, and they're like, God damn, look, we're finally getting traction here. We've been saying cancel the Beaver for years, and we're finally getting traction on this hashtag cancel the Beaver. It's amazing. Look at all the likes pulling in. Right? They're men going their own way, and they're gonna hashtag cancel the Beaver. They think they're gonna. Yeah, I know. I'm just rambling.
If you're not going to comply with the facility's requests, we are going to call the police and have you removed.
And really quick, the policy is stated on the door. The Planet Fitness policy. Go take a look at it. It's on the. It's posted on the front door.
Grover Mom, Hey, I was like in high school, like during the Valley Girl years. Okay, lol. Which lol didn't exist back then. That's the funny thing, eh? How texting has changed our lives.
Took a picture of it, and what it requires is social distancing, hand sanitizing. It mentions nothing about wearing a mask.
There is another.
So I asked you.
There is another sign on the door that says, "Please wear a mask."
Right, and it's stipulated, and that sign that's on the door is stipulated on the governor's mandate. Okay, not your company policy. So if you're going to reference, like I asked you earlier, if you're going to reference the company policy, then let me see
Policy?
it.
Sorry.
Because up to right now, your policy says nothing about face masks.
Policy.
There are signs. I don't feel comfortable being recorded.
Okay, I don't feel comfortable. I'm trying to work out.
She says something extraordinarily ignorant here too. It's and this is the kind of thing, like, first time I watched it, I actually recorded myself too. I have a video of it somewhere here. Craven Mordick, Brainy, my dog once ate a bunch of homemade ant baits. Oh my god. Rest in peace, Jesse. The ant baits didn't kill her. She died of old age. Ah, well that's well, that's at least a better story than I thought it was gonna be there. My puppy tried to eat goddamn frog Saturday night and started foaming at the mouth? Turns out that happens. There isn't much to worry about. I sobered up quick as fuck. Wait. Is it like a poisonous frog? Why would it foam at the mouth? I've got so many questions. Heat shield. Why would the dog foam at the mouth from trying to eat a frog? Did the frog squirt that juice in the dog's mouth or something and try to get out the untasty way? I think, what is it? Isn't it like that's why toads like pee on you? It's like, it's not actually pee, it's like a sack of fluid that tastes terrible. And the thing is, we don't know that because we don't lick our fingers afterwards. Ah, froggy pee! But I have been told that stuff tastes horrid. And that's the idea, that something bites down on the toad, it squirts out that stuff, and they throw it out of their mouth because it tastes terrible. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just frog pee. Toad pee. That's funny enough. Yeah, I'm wondering why why would my dog eats like garbage though. Like what it would have been is like it'll be like a popcorn bag wrapper that the dog found in the trash, and because there was like plastic twisted up in her poop. She had like pooped like 4 times. We found the plastic in the different turds, and it's all twisted up because it's a piece of plastic in her gut. So I mean that's why she wasn't. Then like she ate breakfast and then she didn't want. Or what? She didn't eat breakfast, and then she wanted dinner, and then the next day, she went outside and pooped plastic and everything, and then the next day, she didn't want breakfast, and then she didn't want dinner, and then the next morning she didn't want breakfast, and then she'd thrown up that day in there too, ate a bunch of grass and thrown up, and then she did want her dinner tonight. And so it's like yesterday's breakfast, so she finally ate it. She didn't even want it right away though. I had to like mix it with like water to make like a gravy into it and stuff like that. And she's being very weird.
I don't feel comfortable being forced by a citizen.
Oh yeah, I recorded this initially, and I actually had to walk away from the camera for a second because I was a little bit. It's really goddamn infuriating, the ignorance that comes out here in a second. So it's, just bear with me.
Being forced by you.
My mom that's at risk.
I'm sorry, what? Are you a doctor now?
My mom is at risk.
Okay, is your mom here?
No, but I have to go home to her. As I said, I don't like.
Okay, so we're practicing social distancing, are we not?
Yes.
Okay, and the science on masks, okay, isn't conclusive. Okay, the health professionals are.
So it made me a little annoyed. It's just the same old, like, you're wearing your mask, aren't you protected? Like, they just don't listen at all. Like, she doesn't have any appreciation for why her not wearing the mask could contribute to him, getting sick, bringing it home to his mother, who may or may not have a compromised immune system. It really doesn't matter what the reason is. It's just that level of understanding, the non-understanding that they put into appreciating that other people have real health concerns, and they're not contributing to a society. They expect their lights to be, the power to be fixed. They expect other people to show up to work when they go places. They expect people to serve them. They expect the police to do their job and the ambulances to show up on time and all that kind of stuff. But they don't want to be part of that same society. They don't want to follow the same rules that allow us all to run this damn bitch called Earth, this ship of humanity that we're all kind of on, swaying around in the ocean of, you know, just everything, right? I mean, let's face it, this is, you know, we live in a pretty select part of the world where we've got freedom of, I mean, that's how I feel about voting a lot of times when people don't vote. I'm like, you know, there's a lot of countries they don't even have that choice. I just feel like it's something that people should do. That's my personal view. I've definitely convinced some people, you know, young people in my country that it's worthwhile. And I would suggest that if there are any young people out in America right now that are thinking of not voting, that you should really rethink that. Because there's, you know, you got places, you know, Syria's one place where, you know, they're pushing barrels of chlorine out over their citizens. And countless other atrocities around the world. And I just think that to sit back and say, I don't care about politics. I agree. Politics is a dog shit pile. The problem is that, like it or not, that's what's running this hog. And if we don't, all I said to the young person that I remember convincing is I just said, listen, you know, if you don't vote, that's fine, but you can't complain. That's all. Just don't want to hear you complain afterwards. So, self-entitlement, yeah, fair enough. I just said don't complain. So I said, if I vote for somebody and they don't do what I want them to do, I can complain about that. If they do what I want them to do, you know, then I guess I only got myself to blame. But even if I don't vote for somebody and they're in power and they do what I don't want them to do, I can complain because I didn't vote for them. I voted for the other guys and I don't really agree with what they're doing. I can really complain about anything because I put my word into the hat. The only thing I couldn't complain about, like I said, is the things that I agree with, because at that point you just have to self-reflect and be like, oh, I guess I was wrong in my beliefs. But beyond that, I just said, listen, just don't complain. I said you can't complain about anything. You can't complain about taxes. You can't complain about what tuition costs. You can't complain about anything because you just didn't put your word in. So, and that apparently was what convinced him. So apparently you can guilt people, everybody. Just remember that. Hey, the chat slowed right the fuck down. Oh my god. And the stream just died right there. All right, let's let Karen finish her bitching.
Okay, it's not confirmed.
As he says that, Stringer News drops a $5 donation. Thank you very much, Stringer News. Young people in America, don't throw away your vote on the dope smoking party. Not this year. Hear, hear! If it wasn't YouTube, I'd hold up my BO1. Say here and clink the camera. But since it's an American corporation,
that masks.
Thank you very much, Stringer News. I really appreciate it, buddy.
And personally, for me, I'm not going to wear a mask because I don't believe they work. I believe they're more harmful than helpful. So until they can prove that masks help, I'm not going to consider wearing one.
I understand that, but we have signs that say please wear.
Bum, 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 bum. We're gonna jump to the other guy because we gotta get the fitness ones done here. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into Chad here. We're gonna come over to Chad. We're gonna talk about Chad here. I don't know if they're supposed to be called Chads or male Karens or what the deal is these days, but I'm going with Chad today, okay? So everybody can yell at me in the stream. You can leave comments. You can drop dirty, angry messages to me. Whatever you want to do, drop it in there. Chad is in self-imposed slow mode. What? Sure it is. Chat is in self-imposed slow mode. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's like chat rate of 30 to chat rate of 7. It's like, what the fuck? It's okay. You don't have to talk in there. That's fine. I don't care anymore.
If you want to get more officers to come remove me out of here, then so be it. I'm not going to go with you. I am an American.
So what has happened here, I gather, just before we go any further, is that now you can fix your car. Now you can fix your car. Hey, my car, I got the new deck put in. $200 damn deck. I mean, it would have been nicer for that deck not to break, but I'll be honest with you, the JVC I put in was better than that Axion piece of garbage. I thought it was right here. And my old deck is right here. I took the top off because I wanted to make sure there wasn't a disc in it. So there's normally a plate on the top, but that was my old radio, like Axion or something like that. It was okay. Honestly, it skipped in the winter, and it was an okay. It was okay. It wasn't great. The one I got was like a JVC, which is arguably more name brand than this. JVC. I've had a JVC deck before. They're good stuff. That actually is a really nice deck. It bangs pretty good to the music. I'll drop a dirty something on you. Craven Mordick says, Craven, you're an animal, and I love you for it. Craven can't get enough of this beaver.
Do you understand me?
I don't care about your face.
Okay.
I don't care if you wear a mask.
I'm not trespassing because I have an open contract with these people.
Well, the business owners have asked you to leave.
Okay. It doesn't matter. I have an open contract with them.
Refusing their request?
It's a civil suit.
You're refusing their request?
Yes, you cannot enforce a civil suit.
No, you can file a civil suit if you want numbnuts, but it is not a civil suit. It's a civil contract, but he's about to criminally arrest you for trespassing. He explains it.
I'm not enforcing anything civil. I am here for criminal.
There's nothing criminal going on. I assure you.
Accusing you of trespassing.
I assure you, I have a contract. Can I show you my contract?
No.
Can I show you the contract that allows me to work out in this gym today?
No, that has, like you said, that's a civil matter, sir.
Exactly.
I'm here on a criminal matter.
There's no criminal offense.
They're asking you to leave.
Sir,
please leave.
Go get more officers to remove.
You're gonna have to get more officers, mother effer.
I'm done with this conversation. Okay. I'm going to put my phone down. I'm going to continue recording. You go get your officers and remove.
He thinks he's gonna. He thinks he's gonna keep working out and like do his own thing. He's like, we'll go get more officers and I'll wait here. Like, does he not think he'll get more officers? Like, I don't know what world these people grew up in where like, luckily he doesn't get tased. If he got tased, I couldn't show that to you. I'd have to stop before the tasing and let you guys watch it on your own by linking it. Because YouTube is not cool with people getting injured anymore. Oh, sweat stains under my arms. Let's put those down. Yeah, YouTube, even Leon Lush, like, I can show you. No, I can't show you. Never mind. I can't find it. But Leon Lush actually did a video recently, even where the guy reaches across the counter and slaps the kind of younger worker behind the counter. He must have only been probably 20 or 19 or something. Kind of looked like an awkward kid, but anyways, he gives him a bitch slap over the counter, like full open palm slap. But either way, it wasn't like. But YouTube flagged his video for violence. Because of that slap, so he had to put like a, like a Batman like bam, across the screen kind of thing, and cover the slap up like that with like a GIF and a like audio sound or whatever to make it so that they didn't trigger. And there was no other way. Like you couldn't, manual review wouldn't pass it or anything. He had to like do that, and he's like, this is the state of YouTube now. So yeah, you can't, as soon as I show actual violence of any sort, like a fight or physical harm, somebody getting injured in any way, whether it be legal or not, it becomes a yellow stream. So interesting, right? Brainy almost missed again. Love you, bud. Super Chicken 73, great supporter. Aren't you a member? I think you are. Thank you very much. That's way too kind, buddy. I really appreciate it. Almost missed it. You didn't, though. And again, honestly, everybody, these donations, they go a really long way. It helps a lot. It's really surprising. And to be honest with you, the winter is my slow time. I'm just getting out of my summertime. My business is young. I don't make a ton of money. Summer is when I make the most money with my business. So I don't know what I made this last year. I might have only made like $10,000 or something with my business. So it's starting slowly. But anyways, what I was gonna say is the winter is when I'm gonna be concentrating a little bit more on the YouTube as I try to continue to grow my business here at home and work on whatever else I can. So Hi from southwestern Ontario. Well, thank you very much, Susan Elizabeth, for joining us tonight. We have about 40 more minutes or so left in my stream. I usually say that, but I have like a 30-minute, 30-minute outro, essentially, when I start talking before I leave, because, you know, I talk. New sub. Well, thank you very much, Susan. I really appreciate it. Craven Mordick, Brainy Beaver, but I love yellow streams. Oh my god, Craven, you're an animal. Oh my god. Yeah, you know what's funny? That's how I am with my wife, with regards to, well, with the same fashion, I guess. And I guess I can see how creepy it is. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, so that's what it's like to get hit on all the time, eh? No, I like it, Mordick. Lay it on me, buddy.
I will not believe it.
You're not okay. You're under arrest, sir.
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent.
Winter Beaver, that's right, McDudd.
Against you.
I want a lawyer.
You can talk to him.
I want a lawyer. Like this guy, it's like, I object. He just starts he should just start yelling legal things. Officer, you're guiding the witness. He just starts throwing legal terms out at him. He might be able to like run for a case of like mental disorder. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. It's like, I want a lawyer. He's like, well, you can have a lawyer. I'm just gonna arrest you first, drag your ass down to the police station, and we'll give you a phone call. You can call whoever you want. You're gonna call your mommy though, I can tell.
I want a lawyer.
Very good.
Sir, don't touch me.
I am touching you.
Do not touch me.
Yeah, there's 62 people in here. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. And that guy snapped back real hard. We're gonna watch that again. Yeah, hit that like button if you haven't, everybody. I'm the same way with my wife, Brainy. There you go. Craven's all over everybody. That's all it is. He just can't even slow him down. Man, this guy moves quick.
You can talk to a lawyer for any question.
Man, it's a bad move to move that quick on a cop, I'll be honest.
Very good. Sir,
don't touch me.
I am touching you.
Do not touch me.
You're under arrest.
Sir,
Okay?
don't touch me.
I am touching you.
Get off me. Don't touch me.
What the fuck did he think was gonna happen there? The guy's already reaching for his taser now. You just turned a very somewhat benign and yet very, very frustrating conversation for that officer into something where he could obviously get tased. Like, the second he jerked back like, don't touch me, and he's like, all right, that's it. This son of a bitch is going down. He was, honestly, I think he was excited. He was like, yes, I get to tase somebody today. He doesn't, unfortunately. I know, it's very disappointing. It's disappointing. Let's just admit it.
Okay, get on your knees. Get on your knees. Get on your knees.
Here, we'll make that small screen. In fact,
you're real tough with that thing.
What we'll do is we'll make it no screen while he's got the actual taser out for a second, just for YouTube's sake.
Putting my phone in my pocket.
Yeah, you don't. He just walks up on him and puts it away. So, yeah, that was that one. These are all just beautiful. Street food vendor permits. This is an affliction, by the way, everybody. We're okay. So, you know, we're going to jump into Dan Pratt for a second, because why not, right? Let's have some Dan Pratt fun. Dan Pratt, everybody, has put $1 million on the line. $1 million, everybody. Dan Pratt will personally give us $1 million. He's clearly got his plan in action to stab a person with $1 million and take their $1 million. Otherwise, I don't have a frigging clue where Dan Pratt is going to get his $1 million from, because he doesn't have $1 million. Did I thank the last super chat? Yes, I did. It was Super Chicken. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. So we'll let Dan Pratt explain how he is going to. That's totally a Midwest accent, probably from Minnesota or one of the Dakotas. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, you might be on the previous video I might be reading. That's when people come into stream and they're at the beginning, maybe. But yeah, okay, totally Minnesota. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough. I thought it sounded a little bit Minnesota-y. Minnesota-y. Eh? Oh, hey, Minnesota. Yeah, it's terrible, I know. I'm sorry. Criminal trespass to property and now battery on a peace officer. The dude was on a roll. Well, you know, he might not get battery jerking back like that. He could get resisting, though, if the cop If he talks really nice to the cop, he might not get resisting at this point. But if he doesn't shut up real fast and start complying with that guy, he's gonna piss him off to the point where he keeps writing down charges. And that's how it works. Like, it's just like they can charge you with different things. Like, they just choose what to charge you with. But if you're gonna be a dick about it, he can line those up. Yeah, they might not stick in court. He's gonna get paid to go to court. It doesn't even matter for him. Like, he resisted my arrest. Even if you get off, he's gonna make overtime to sit in court and argue with you, like, essentially. So the only person that loses is you because you thought you were in the right. I mean, it's like, so you get pulled over and you're doing 15 over, like kilometers. Miles per hour is a little bit different for 15, but 15 overs, you know, kind of at that line where a lot of tickets aren't even worth any points at 14 over. So you're like right at that line, and it's like you get pulled over. What are you gonna do? You're gonna look at the cop and be like, "Oh, you son of a bitch! Yeah, I'm just trying to get where I'm going. You stupid piece of shit." I mean, you get the ticket. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. And while you're at it, you can rip that goddamn tint off your windows because it's too dark. So, but meanwhile, you get pulled over and you're like, "Oh, buddy, you know, I was." You know, you could blow a little sunshine at him. Everybody knows how to shoot the shit. You know, like, oh, you know, I was in a bit of a hurry. I really got to go to the bathroom. Whatever, make your excuses up. But you're pleasant. The guy's like, yeah, he's in a good mood. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna let this guy go. Next thing you know, you get a written warning. Here's your warning. Have a good day, sir. You know, try not to speed. And you're like, roll away like a champ. And all because you didn't feel like being a dick that day. I guess I can tell by, like, because DKKs, I gotta look that up. But I guess that's like Danish kroners, isn't it? Morten Nielsen. Ew, jump into Dan Pratt. Phrasing, Beaver. Ha, phrasing. DKK? DKK. Hell, I put KDTKKK. What was it? TKK? I can't remember anything. I've got a memory like a... What is this music? Am I still on... Alright, apparently I'm still listening to this stuff. Yeah, interesting. 45. I'm dissecting. Oh, 10 Canadian dollars. Thank you very much for the donation, sir. Yeah, that was like just 45 currency units is what I saw the doc say. I like it. I think I can go with that. Thank you for the 45 Danish currency units. Which is, but yeah, jumping into Dan Pratt. We're gonna jump back to Dan Pratt. Let me just get this on. Thank you very much for the donation. But yeah, as I was saying, those donations make a big difference. I am like not trying to make this my career necessarily. However, right now with trying to build my business, it is one of the ways that I buy my groceries. So it's definitely not extra money. I mean, who has extra money in this world? But you know what I mean. It's not like I'm not riding around on e-scooters with it. Let's put it that way. I probably couldn't afford the virtual reality I bought. But guess what? The money was spent. That was before I was medicated, so I can just write it off as a mental affliction. I mean, it's fair enough, but it's my excuse now, boy.
Since I know from history what lying, denying, deflecting cowards these globe priests all over YouTube are, and how they love to offer them.
Why does it go to the lowest quality on me all the time?
Words for proofs.
Makes no sense.
I'm offering $1 million to any of you globe cowards.
He's Dan, you'd have to peel the paint off your walls and sell it chip by chip to be able to, like $1 a chip for Dan Pratt chips. Stringer News 1 donated 5 through Super Chat. Can't we cover Pratt's face with a cartoon? Oof. Could probably cartoonize that face pretty quickly. Hey, give me 10 seconds. I could do this. Make this happen. Hold on. We can do it. Got the technology here. Hold on. I bet you I could do it in like a minute while I talk. Watch this. Lasso is his face here. Oh yeah, he's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy. Another 5. I had extra money. Oh, Stringer News 1, you're such a You know what I mean, buddy. Yeah, I'm never making comments looking for donations, man. Well, I had extra money. Well, you gave it all to me, Stringer News 1. That's why you don't have any extra money anymore. No, I appreciate it, man. That's really unexpected. I'll pay you to come keep me warm in the winter. Ooh. Hey, Ilya, you better watch out. Christ Puncher's got pretty long hair, and I'm lonely sometimes. So, just you gotta be careful, Ilya. You know, with that border shut down, you could, you know, it could turn out that Christ Puncher, you know, listen, all I'm saying is none of us really know what Christ Puncher's actually into. He says a lot of things, but we haven't, you know, maybe you're like that, you know, like American girls would have like that Canadian boyfriend. I'm just erasing some things here. You can't see what I'm doing. Here, I'm gonna cut Dan Pratt's face out and make him oh so pretty. To make him into a cartoon. I can't caricature him though. Maybe there's somebody. Listen, is there anybody out there watching that can do caricatures? I'll give you the lowest quality. Is that a hot lunch? What is it going to be? A steaming Cleveland or a hot Buenos Aires? I don't know if that's actually a maneuver. I'm just making up words now. Here, I'm just erasing Danny Pratt's surroundings. I gotta smudge out his face here. You can't see what I'm doing. Just give me a second. I know you can't. Bear with me. We're gonna try to make Dan Pratt a cartoon face here. We're just gonna use the computer to simulate Danny's cartoonedness. Here we go. Okay, and now I just need to take it and make it a sketch, artistic, oil painting. So he can make him into a splatter? He's already a splatter, though. That is not what I want to do. Here we go. Oh, you know, there's got to be something online for doing caricatures, can't you? Make it. Bella charged there 5 New Zealand dollars. Take some bacon money, Beaver. Bella, I appreciate it, buddy. And like I said to, I think, a Stringer News earlier, I actually need some bacon. I used up all of my bacon, so I will absolutely use that to make bacon. 1 second. Hold on. Photo to cartoon? Can I just upload it to your website though? I don't want to download anything. Can I just photo to cartoon, please? Here. I don't want to. I just want to do it though. Cartoon eyes. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, I gotta pull this out of here for 1 second. See here. I'm gonna upload. Where is it? Choose file. Upload from disk. There we go. Oh, I gotta save that then. Just 1 second. Gotta save Danny Pratt. Cancel. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We do this under Karen face mask. Danny. See, we got this in 10 more seconds here. Okay, we're uploading the image. We'll see if this online cartoonizer is any good, everybody. We're gonna cartoonize Dan Pratt. Oh, what we got? What do we got? Whoa! I don't know if that's any good. We'll see. It's actually kind of cool. Oh my god. Interesting. Is there a save window gonna pop up, or is it just not gonna let me do that? Oh, it downloaded it. Sweet. Anyways, okay. Well, I'll save that. I'm gonna use that in the future, honestly. You know, I know that's there. I gotta play with that some more. Let's get back to Danny. Let's just let him talk.
That will get in the vacuum chamber, donning a space suit. You continually tell us that astronauts do it all the time. There's
making bacon has a different meaning in the lower 48.
Because there's space.
Sounds like I might like making bacon in the neck. Oh, fucking Jesus, that was a sentence that was broken.
Failed. Therefore, it should be at this point 100% safe.
But thank you, by the way, everybody. I thank you to the last few. I'm sure I already said this, and now it's not showing me the last super chats. So if I I can see. Thank you, Bella, for the 5 New Zealand, and thank you, Stringer News, for the multiple $5 donations. It's really appreciated, man. It really again, it helps. It's amazing how it all piles up and adds up. It really does.
For you to put on a spacesuit and get in an evacuated vacuum chamber, I will pay you $1 million to do it. Don't worry about how I get the money.
he's like, I'm gonna rob T Stew. Just shut up. Listen, Dan. First of all, I'll happily go in the vacuum chamber for the $1 million. That's a dirty mouse, boy. Like popcorn in here. I will happily go in the vacuum chamber in a spacesuit, but I do it for less than $1 million. But since you're going to promise $1 million, I'd love to see that you have $1 million. And if Dan, if you have access to $1 million, if you have access to the well, he did it for the point. Do you get points when you donate? Did I set that up like that? Or do I have to give you points now? Is that what you're asking for? You want points? Is that what's supposed to happen here? I'm supposed to get you points? Everybody talk in the chat. You got 20 seconds to talk in the chat. Go. You're gonna hear this in about 15 seconds. Why am I looking at Pokimane and her sexiness? Pretty cute girl, isn't she? Is she like part South Korean? What is she? Oh, he's so racist to hear. He said, "What is she?" Did you hear that? Hear that disregard? I want to log into the dashboard. Thank you. That's what I'm clicking on. Jesus. Apparently, I'm already logged in. That's Sketchtown. Am I logged in? Like, what? Am I? I don't know what's going on in my world anymore. Reaction clips. Give me a second here. I'm just trying to figure this shit out. Oh yeah, I'm in the right one. Yeah, there's Bella's donations. Okay, keep chatting. You guys chatting. You're gonna get points. Chat. I'm hitting the cloud bot here. I'm going to the loyalty button. I'm hitting add points to all viewers.
This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your home.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I wait 15 seconds to hit the button because you're on a delay. I'm in the future. Okay, 100,000 loyalty points paid out to all the people that are Chatty McChatty Pants in the chat. I think.
You can sue me. I'm telling you.
Anybody new to the stream, that's free music.
Pay anyone $1 million that gets into an evacuated vacuum chamber wearing nothing but a NASA spacesuit.
I don't believe you have the money.
Hurry up. We're waiting still.
I don't believe you.
Science-denying cowards to put your life where your lying mouth is. Your lying, slandering, deflecting, propaganda spewing mouth. Put it in an evacuated vacuum chamber and prove your globe. This will earn you $1 million if your blood doesn't boil and your organs don't pop out of your fucking head.
Hey, this is the family channel, man.
Yes. So, make sure to make a bunch of videos about how mentally unstable flat earthers are. Blibbity blabbity.
I hear hitting the dislike button gives extra points. Actually, contrary, it gives points. If they hit the dislike button, it gives. Okay, so here's the thing: if a flirter hits the dislike button, it actually gives me more than if they just didn't hit anything. So, like, if you really don't want to support content, you just don't want to hit any dislike. I mean, really, you don't want to view it at that point. But if you hit the dislike button, you're actually giving interaction. Now, that interaction is worth less than a positive like. So since there's 65 people in here and only 15 likes, that means that at least some of you may not have hit that like button. So going on and hit that like button if you don't mind. But beyond that, yeah, the like is worth more than a dislike, but a dislike is worth more than nothing. So that's, if you don't want to support vitriolic content that you find on the internet, hitting the dislike button is not the way to not support it. Just not hitting anything is the best way to support it. You watch as little of it as possible technically, and then you get out of it, and that is the best way to not support some content. What do the points do? Good guy, try stop motion 1. Interesting name. And by the way, good to see you around. That is a new name, and I do recognize new names in the chat. That, sir, are just fun points that we can use to that you gain them, you accrue them as you watch, and I just give them out at willy-nilly because they're worth nothing for prize-wise. Now, eventually, what can happen is they can actually be turned into something where they're like loyalty points for watching, and then eventually you can cash them in for actual like real tangible like merch and rewards. Now, that part is not set up on the channel because I don't make the kind of money to like giving away one shirt would like eradicate like my ad revenue for like the entire month. So, because like I don't make a ton of money on the actual ad revenue or anything like that, right? So but it's an option for the future, and it's something that's totally available within Streamlabs. And so what we do is a lot of us like playing with this because it's fun for the audience. For some reason, I find myself doing heists and stuff in other people's chats. So yeah, so good guy, try stop motion 1. You can see other people, you can see what they're doing, where they're doing exclamation mark heist, and then they add like 2,000 and they do a heist, and basically it's like crews getting together and raiding Davy Jones' locker, and it really is nothing other than just extra things that people are like playing around with and dueling each other and just comparing who has the most points and stuff in the chat. But later, if we grow and we become a bigger channel, God willing, in the future, then you never know. We could turn into a situation like Non Sequitur was getting into a situation where they were at the point where they were starting to actually divvy out points that were actually worth merch. Now, that was right near the end of their existence, so I don't know if anybody ever got any merch from them, but that was the intention of where their points were going. Obviously, at that point, what we do is we have to reset all of the points away from people to make sure people don't have extra points. And then we are much more stingy with the points and how people can win them and stuff like that, because it becomes something that, you know, if you just let people win points willy-nilly, then all of a sudden, you know, unfortunately at that point you gotta take away the heists and stuff like that, or make them really not as lucrative. Like this rare thing where every once in a while people could win, because if you make it so they win, because the heists are the best way to win. Like right there, all those people joining in the treasure hunt, that's gonna be the one that makes money right there, boy. But yeah, so for now it's just for fun. You have the fun, you enjoy it, you play with it, you ahoy, Captain Brainy Beaver is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Captain Brainy Beaver, did you add that? You must have wrote that. Yeah, you wrote that. That's a string of news. Good job, by the way. You actually stuck that in there. That's funny.
Blabbity boop.
Blabbity boop!
Or get your mouth. Unstable flat earthers are blibbity blabbity blabbity boop.
Oh my god.
Or
oh my god. That is an audio clip.
To videos about how mentally unstable flat earthers are blibbity blabbity blabbity boo.
Okay. Well. No, why? Oh, I just hit a tab. Okay, we're good. Copy that, and we're gonna download that. Tab, and I'm gonna pull this tab away. I am going to download that right now, so I don't forget, because that is a new sound clip in there. We got a blip, because we got
Shelly's been fabulous.
Blah, 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 blah.
And now we're gonna have a blibbity blabbity bloop. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
Make sure to make a bunch of videos about how mentally unstable flat earthers are blibbity blabbity blabbity boo.
Blah, 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 blah.
Get your mouth, your lying tongue, in an evacuated vacuum chamber. and prove
blah 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 blah
your
blah
bullshit. I guarantee you, not one of them. They'll all come back and say, "Oh, this welfare case doesn't have $1 million." Nah. What they'll never do is get in a vacuum chamber and prove.
Wait. Are you denying this, though? Like, I didn't hear you deny it. I just heard you saying, they're going to come back with that son of a bitch doesn't have the money. And even though they're right, they can fuck off. Dan, I don't have $1 million. I could sell everything I own. I could sell all of, like, the vehicle for the business. I could sell the equipment for my business. I could sell the house. I could sell literally everything I own, and I wouldn't have $1 million, Dan. So I have a serious doubt that you have $1 million. And if you do, I feel like you should be doing something different with your time.
Bullshit. They expect you to just take their word for.
Not that $1 million is like the end of the world money or anything like these days. Like with inflation and stuff, in some countries it's way less than you think. But I mean, especially when you're buying houses are worth like $500,000 nowadays. But still, it's enough money that most people don't have $1 million. Let's put that way.
Nothing could be easier than an astronaut to just get in the fucking vacuum chamber. But they refuse and will deflect to any other topic. But what proves they're such science-denying propagandists?
Have you ever?
Because they won't just get in the chamber. It's almost like they're scared. I wonder why. Oh, maybe it's because nature abhors a vacuum.
Yeah, I went through all this in the past, and I have them somewhere here even. And if I go, like... Here, I'll bring something up from my own channel here for fun. Let's do this, okay? Because I did a video on this, and I showed that there is an allowable... If he proves he has that money, I'll do it. Absolutely, right? Bella with 2 New Zealand dollars. Thank you very much. Here, I'm going to go back in my own videos here. And I find it should be stand out. I liked the thumbnail when I made it. Man, it's a while back now, eh? Okay. Now, I'm not sure which one of these it's in. But he has high-end water heater. Yeah, you're right, I know. This part too. Oh, here we go, right here.
And reseal multiple times.
He hasn't done his research, and there might be a few of you who know what I'm talking about already. It has to do with maybe the pressure inside the craft and outside the craft, and maybe it not quite being 14.696. So just hold on to that thought for a little bit, and we'll bring that up in just a few minutes.
The gloves of the spacesuits have a similar type for an easy connection. The surface of the seals must also be virtually perfectly clean and free of foreign materials for the seal to even be effective, or it will fail under such a low-pressure environment. The Apollo astronauts using the same suits covered in dirt for 3 EVAs, it would be impossible for the suits to work and reseal multiple times.
Hey, Mr. M,
the same
thanks
is true
for coming.
for the hatch for the lunar module.
A new-looking name to me.
Had to crawl through, dragging dust and dirt with them. The door seals would not be functional. The LEM could not be pressurized after re-entry. In this image here on the left are examples of seals used to, again, contain a vacuum. On the right is Neil Armstrong's glove. The connection that holds the glove to the suit are just like a door latch that pushes out into a channel. They do not compress the seal between the metal. This design is for an easier way of putting the suit on and off during practice, and of course, simulations. This connection, however, would not even hold a small amount of pressure.
You guys catch that? The pressure expert has spoken, and thus it must be true. He has not demonstrated yet at all his lack of understanding, and we should absolutely put our scientific faiths in him. Something interesting is you can actually download the handbook for the Apollo Extravehicular Mobility Unit, which is the basically spacesuit. and it has a stated allowable leakage in the handbook, and it's as high as 0.3 psi per minute. That's like a super crazy leak, man. That's way more than I would have even thought. I would think an expert such as yourself could have found this. I mean, I found it with a 5-minute Google machine search. I'll link the document below for other people. But that hammer, if you look at the pressures, it's all sub 5 psi. Oh, that's right. They ran a pure oxygen environment under 5 psi instead of a mixed oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere. So that's like, what, a third of the pressure differential from inside to outside? Oh, Tom. You're going to have to totally redo those numbers, Tom. How in the world did you miss that?
The fact.
Yeah, this is me. If you haven't seen it, this is actually a good two-parter. This is part 2. And it has conversations between Jaron and Bob.
Program it with 9.8 meters per second. You can program it with weight is whatever, and it will give you a reading. It's very accurate.
Okay, great. So then how do you explain then that it gives you a different reading in a different place on Earth that has a slightly different gravitational constant? How do you explain that with buoyancy and density?
I have no idea.
It's your problem. You didn't win.
I forgot about this episode.
Okay, that was
the classics are actually pretty good episodes, I won't lie. There's some goodies back there. Yeah, so that's a good episode. If you haven't seen it, honestly, it's a two-parter. Where is it here? It's these ones that look like vacuum cleaners here. Part 1, part 2. Flat Earth sucks, space does not. And it's 30 minutes of content right there that's totally worth watching. Yeah, wow. This is before I revealed my face. My face reveal comes in here and all my thumbnails change a bit. Man, I got colorful thumbnails. Jesus. There's a lot of skin down here in this section. Started out as being a pretty salacious channel, but the YouTube algorithm beat me into submission. Eventually, right? Dan.
And it also abhors lying little demon pedo cucks like the globe priests.
Thanks for the last.
A vacuum chamber. This will prove your ridiculous theory of the vacuum of space and how astronauts survive in it in these space suits. Until you do, all you're doing is spewing fantasy. Prove.
He blew right in my ear with that. I could hear him whispering to me. Okay, so we're getting near the end, but what I'm gonna do, pull this window out. So I don't need you to see all of the pornography in there. Just kidding. The prawn. Yeah, sucks. Oh, by the way, just so everybody knows, the audio is a little messed up, so I do apologize in advance because I was having an audio glitch. You guys have seen the audio glitches. But I do have to point out to everybody that just so everybody knows, Brainy Beaver pulled in the big W last night on Team Skeptic, and Papa Skeptic still hasn't won a round, but I get to join the likes of people like Dr. Disrespect, not Timmy the Tap Man. Sorry, he hasn't still won one, but I just want to let everybody know that over on Brainy Beaver Games, we have a lot of fun. We play some games, and I just needed everybody to just to see this because we brought home the big W. And I do apologize for the audio in advance. Oh, whatever. That's that sweet, awesome broken chat and broken sound. The fuck? Ah! Oh my god! Stay up for as long as you can. Well, it's gonna be wrecked by the time people get down here. Oh, good audio, guys. Good audio. That's good stuff right there. I was so upset to find out that the audio was boogered afterwards, too. Check this out. This is for the win, everybody. This is for the win, okay? This is for the win. Believe in ourselves, okay? We gotta believe in ourselves when we go out there every day. Every day you gotta go out there, you gotta believe like this. I went in, I had the belief in myself, and I brought it home. I'm just keep talking because anybody coming in is gonna think the audio is effed unless they hear me talk. I'm not making you watch this. Just one win, okay? We got to bring it in. We got to rub it. Everybody, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you, next time you're at Team Skeptics chat, okay? I want you to say, I heard that Brainy Beaver won at Fall Guys. Okay, this is what you need to say, okay? You need to say, I heard that Brainy Beaver won at Fall Guys. Team winner, you going to win. Because he is unthrilled here, boys and ladies. Oh my god! That was a bad move. Now, like, I cut a guy off for the win here. Watch. We gotta cut a guy off for the win. We're coming in. We got this. We got this. That guy thinks he's special, but watch this. And you're out.
What's my number?
There it is. Look at. Listen to the response. Now listen to team.
Did I win? You just won. Did I fucking win? Yay! Kick Beaver.
All right, that's some shitty audio, so I do apologize for that. But isn't that awesome? We pulled in the big W, everybody. We got the win. Brainy Beaver games. Somebody dropped it in the chat, I think maybe. Yeah. So that's the fun. We had some fun, and we did it. Shut up, Beaver. Stop showing off. I didn't get a dub. Bella was there too. He was a fun sport though. It was good. And I even got fourth place. We were triple team, but I was the last one alive. I got fourth place in a war zone later the same night. So it was a good night for all of us. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, I was gonna pull up that one Karen. Okay, let me just dig up this one Karen real quick, guys. And we're gonna end it on that because I think I have a real good point to make here. And then I see Marvel Girls live. So you know what we could do is I could finish up and then we could pile everybody, whoever wants to go, we could pile them over to Marvel Girls stream. Because I think they usually do some Sovereign Citizen stuff, so it's worth, they do like Sov Citizen Bingo, some stuff like that. I was watching Emu War stuff apparently earlier. That was fun. Definitely watched a guy get charged with some stuff. Here it is, Ang Walker. All right, okay.
I can't wear one against the law for you to even ask me for proof of it. So, I mean, are you, like, I'm just letting you know, are you refusing me service? Okay.
So, anyway, she did this.
Don't you have a mask? Some people say, oh, well, it exists. Well, guess what?
Okay, so this is funny to me, okay? So, all I want to point out, I'm actually not going to go through this. It's getting on 2 hours, and we're gonna start closing this up here, guys. But what I do want to point out is okay. So her whole thing is that she can't wear a mask, and did you know? Anyways, like, watch, listen to her. Let her say.
Are you going to refuse me service because I have a disability and I cannot wear a mask?
Do you have proof of your disability?
I don't need proof of that. It's called the HIPAA law in the United States of America.
It's not called that.
Right. And I don't need proof of it. I don't need proof of it. As a matter of fact, it's against the law for you to even ask me for proof of it. So, I mean, are you, like, I'm just letting you know, are you refusing me service? Okay. Okay, you're right.
I mean, she purposely wanted to get refused service. She was looking for a fight.
I just want to make this clear. When you're done and you refuse me service, that's fine. Hey, that's fine. Can I talk now? You already said no. Okay, that's fine.
Shit, wrong button.
Here, get a hold of me sometime.
That's right here. Okay, so here, we'll let her talk here, and then it's funny.
Power that the government supposedly gave them over us. The mask wearing is out of control. People need to go ahead and take action. Like, I'm holding them accountable. I'm holding them responsible. I really do have breathing issues. I can prove it with the doctor. But the fact is, I'm free and I don't have to wear a mask. It's not a law. And they're discriminating against me. And it pisses me off. All right? It makes me mad to watch all my fellow brothers and sisters out here just following along and wearing these masks, you know? When all around you, all you gotta do is open your eyes and see that they're lying about everything. COVID is a hoax, okay? I don't care.
Ah.
The numbers are
Ah.
hoax. COVID's a hoax.
Ah.
I don't believe in it at all. Some people say, oh, well, it exists. Well, guess what? I don't think it does. I think it's totally made up. Just like everything they do is a lie, all right? So they have these doctors out here
It's
telling
one time a man told me he loved me. He was a fucking liar, too.
people that they had COVID and they died of COVID and blah, blah, blah. No, they didn't.
Her disability is mental, mainly? Absolutely.
So
but listen, if you stick around for just a minute, you're gonna see what I'm building to here. And then we're that's like, you'll see. Trust me, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, everybody.
I'm gonna.
She has a disability. She can get a doctor's note. She can't breathe. She can't wear a mask. The mask is bad for her health. All of it.
I don't care about the money. I care about the principle. You can't tell me what to wear on my body.
Guys,
and
this
you're
is
gonna
about the
refuse me service
principle that
because I
matters,
won't
okay?
Follow some bullshit government mandate.
That's the principle.
I'm willing to fight. I will put the time in. We will see.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. It's right in here. Okay. So everybody, you get it? You ready? Okay. She's ready to fight for her right to breathe. She can't wear a mask. She can come up with any. I see a super chat has come in. I have the future in my hands here. 5 more American dollars. Oh my goodness, Stringer, you're such a kind person. Does not play well with others. Isn't a disability, Karen. I agree. I think it's really abhorrent that they are doing this and they just don't. And the whole thing of like, doesn't your mask protect you? Aren't you okay with the mask? I hate that. Open your goddamn ears, Karen. Thank you very much, Stringer News 1, for the 5 American dollars, the lifeblood of the channel, all of these donations, and you out there watching, all 58 plus people of you, the 70-something people I had in, and the God knows how many people have actually come through. 389 different people who have passed through the area. So that is all very, very important and very supportive, and honestly, it all is crazy. If you guys weren't showing up to watch my stupid ass say dumb things for like 2 hours, it just wouldn't even be possible. So, honestly, thanks for coming. But she's like 20 seconds from the just the cherry, okay? 20 seconds. That's all you gotta wait. 20 seconds, and the cherry's gonna enter this poor woman and her fight to breathe. She can't breathe with that mask on, guys. She can't.
So, anyway, I just wanted to say that I let my anger get a hold of me sometimes, and I'm trying not to do that, so I'm going to try to be real calm when I go out there this afternoon. I really did want to buy a pair of sneakers for work, but...
and put a mask on.
Happens, you know what I mean? And I'm going to try to be as calm and level-headed as possible, so you guys pray for me, because I do have an anger problem, but I'm learning to do better. Anyways, I love you guys. Break's over. Talk to you.
What the fuck is that? Bitch is smoking. I don't give a shit if you smoke. I can't even argue with you. I've got my own devil's lettuce situation going on over here, okay? I can't even give you shit for smoking. What I can do is give you shit for the hypocrisy involved in you telling people all about your asthma and your breathing difficulties and how you could get a doctor's note and you're fucking smoking. If you really gave a shit about your health, you wouldn't be smoking at that point. Because asthma. So her idea of a nice break is to puff a cigarette that affects her ability. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't smoke cigarettes. I can't even breathe if I have 2 cigarettes. I will literally, like, it's like I'm on nicotine overload. I'm like sprawled out on the ground like, Mama, Papa, where is everything spinning? Like, it's people that smoke just don't understand how much of a hit, like, you kind of forget how hard of a drug nicotine can be. It's a crazy powerful drug when you're not somebody who normally smokes. And so, like, while I could, hand somebody a joint, let's say, and they would be like, holy shit, they'd be, like, oh man, I'm so baked or something. They could hand me 2 cigarettes and I'd get the same thing. I'd be literally like an hour from now, I'd be like, holy shit, I shouldn't have had that second smoke, man. Like, just spinning. One time I had 2 smokes at work. Oh, my stream must have just died for a second. It was like... That's only at 50 concurrents. That's gotta be a bug. Is that why it dropped? Did, like, the whole stream drop away? There's no way I went from 16 to 13 people. That has to be a glitch. That's a glitch in the Matrix on my end. Yeah, this is just... As soon as I was watching this and she fucking pulls that smoke up, I was like, oh!
So you guys pray for me.
Yeah, that's a bug on my analytics here.
But I'm learning to do better. Anyways, I love you guys. Break's over. Talk to you again soon.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? All right, guys. Break's over. Time to go fight tyranny. Cigarette out. Yes, that's a huge pit stain. What do you do? I have deodorant on. I have antiperspirant on. Life's hard sometimes. What do you do? Yeah, stream's okay. There you go. And when I say love, I mean an addiction to. Just wish they weren't so damned expensive. Cigarettes? Wow. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I got my own problems. Punchy. We all got our crutches, let's face it. Some people like drinking booze, some people like smoking cigarettes, some people like drinking booze and smoking cigarettes. That's when it starts getting expensive. Some people like smoking the cannabiso. Everybody's got their poison. I think as long as we're not starting to use words like that start with F and rhyme with entyl, and things that start with H and sound like heroin, and like even possibly I'd go as far as to maybe say let's stay away from the it starts with a C and sounds like cocaine. I mean, that one will just make you lose a lot of weight and not have friends at the end of it and everything because you've borrowed money from them all. So there's definitely worse ones than that one, but let's just we're not guiding people here, YouTube. So let's just end that conversation before it gets us started. You get me talking about anything, goddammit. How much you want to bet Karen just throws her butt on the ground when she's done? Her butt's on the ground? Oh, absolutely. Just a pile of dars where she smokes. There's a little spot where her feet stand at lunch break. I've been eating too much lately, and I'm gaining all of the weight I lost back. It's not good. Not good at all. It's really, really sketch town. So, there is that. So here's the thing. It's been 2 hours, and as much as I would like to keep talking, I've got ketchup and I've got popcorn. To all you people that think this is blasphemy, I'm going to tell you, this one's empty. You're going to watch me defile this popcorn in front of you, okay? Open this new one. I'm literally gonna torture this popcorn in front of you people that don't think that ketchup is the proper additive for a popcorn, okay? So we're just gonna pour that on there, right here, okay? Stick that ketchup powder on there. Just get it all powdered up, right? And then we just gotta toss it now, okay? And make sure we stir it a little bit because there's actually a lot of ketchup powder if you look on the bottom. In fact, I probably went a little wild, to be honest with you. I like it ketchupy. We're gonna stir that up. Ah, don't lose it. I don't need it on my chair. I like this chair. I like this chair more than I like my life, to be honest with you. I didn't say wife. It started with an L. I like my wife more than I like myself, if you really asked me. To be honest with you. I'm kind of an asshole. I mean, if you really had to break it down, like, if you asked me about myself, that would be a legitimate answer I'd give you, probably. I'd be like, well, we all gotta be honest with ourselves, don't we? Okay, so I'm gonna show you the final product here after I wipe my hands, because I'm covered in ketchup dust. Yeah, I know, everybody's starting to leave, because it is starting to wind down. Yeah, up yours, Factor, it says to Streamlabs. None of you people like Streamlabs, I get it. Streamlabs has gotta be the harbinger of hate. Alright, there it is, everybody. Ketchup flavored popcorn. Yeah, that's how you do it in Canada, okay? Oh. Good. Ah, so good. You know, I could always send one of these to maybe a lucky winner. We could do a contest or something, you know, and see who wants you know, a genuine ketchup powder for their I don't know, can you guys buy this shit, or are we like, am I literally holding like acid in my hands to people in America? Because this is like this is something you just buy at the grocery store. Like if I go to a grocery store and they don't have a ketchup powder, there's gonna be fights. We're gonna have to talk to the manager. I'm gonna have to get your fucking manager down here right now. When I come to the goddamn store, I expect kernels, popcorn, goddamn seasoning. I want to know why the fuck you haven't ordered this yet. That's funny. Jesus Christ, can you imagine the things you could call a manager down for? My chicken was 5 degrees warmer than it should have been, goddamn it. I mean, got a legitimate thing. Like I was at the restaurant one time and they cooked, my wife and I got calamari. We like calamari, it's good, deep fried. I don't like steamed calamari, that's fucking disgusting. Yuck, you're literally eating a floppy goddamn octopus or squid or whatever the hell kind of animal I'm eating at that point. It's just, it doesn't matter because it was still in the right shape and everything. You had to actually cut the dude open. It wasn't cool. Let's put it that way. No, deep fry it, just cook it beyond recognition. Anyways, we had a elastic band in with the calamari, like ringed up in there with it, and yeah, I didn't bring a bunch of elastic bands. It was definitely deep fried like a calamari. So you're going like num 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 num, eat your calamari rings, and then you pull one up, num num, and you're like, it's like this is a fucking elastic band. So I think one of the elastic bands that holds them together, they never seen it before. You're crazy. Hey, listen. Hey, pointed up. You're giving the middle finger to Streamlabs. Hey, listen, we could do it. We could do a competition. Somebody can get a genuine, unopened Canadian ketchup powder for their seasoning for their products. You can season anything you want. It's good on all kinds of stuff. Actually, I just do popcorn. This one's made for popcorn. Popcorn seasoning. Look up Colonel's Popcorn. They're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Where's the camera? Hey, they got the symbols there. Shake it up. Num 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 num. I'm gonna catch up on the chat stream, and then we're gonna hit this outro button. My little ticker isn't on the bottom because I would have been super lazy and haven't updated it. However, the outro was updated at the beginning of the month, as it will be updated every month. And keep your eyes peeled for another member stream to all those members out there, because I'm gonna put one up with a little bit more notice than 10 minutes of notice before the member stream goes up. And that will be fun. And a lot of times, just so everybody knows, on the member streams, it's a little bit of a looser format. The member streams, there's not a lot of members, so to be honest with you, it'd be me. You know, I don't put on like a full-on show because there's only, 5 or 7 or 10 of us in there possibly hanging out. So when I do a member stream, there tends to be a little bit of a looser format in the sense of like there's some gaming going on. A lot of times we're just kind of sitting around shooting the shit. People pass through. If we ever do get, a larger quantity of members, I'm just bringing this down. I'm hitting the red a little bit for you guys. I see. If I ever do, there, that's better. If I ever do get enough members that we actually have a sizable number of people in there, then yeah, I'll start just tossing on regular extra shows in there, and we can have have that kind of fun, right? So, in the meanwhile, though, that's what the member streams end up being, is just us chilling, chatting, and kicking it, old school style, So if that's something you're interested in ever, you can always join as a member, and that's something to keep in mind. Other than that, there isn't, I'm working on, I said this for like goddamn 3/4 of a year now at this point. I'm working on trying to get some merch out so that I can offer some discounts properly to the members. And then other than that, there is a tier in there where I will play some games with you and follow you on social media. Now, I believe Minus is in that category, and he has not had a game played with him yet, and he's been in there for a couple months. But he's been very patient because he knows I had a busy summer. Summer is the busiest time for me, and the fall, like, everything kind of collapses. Literally, like, August 1st hit, it was like my phone stopped ringing. It was just like calls just stopped. It was like it fell off a cliff. So that's what happens to me in the fall, and so I start getting time to catch up. That's why there's a new intro for the live. We got, some plans here anyways. Fight the Flat Earth is supposed to be working on a collab, so everybody keep your eyes peeled for that. I have spoken to him recently. He was having computer problems, and he was in the hospital a little bit, I believe. I don't know if that's public knowledge, but now it is. he was dealing with some pain. It's nothing major, people. It's just he's got that knee problem, and I think that's pretty common knowledge, and so that's all that was. So he's already told me that he's a little behind on that stuff. So keep your eyes peeled on Fight the Flat Earths for a collab, and he might even have a debate coming up that possibly I'm going to be at if the times line up, and he still wants me there and all that stuff. So. And those might even line up. The topics on the people that I did versus the person getting debated might even line up if he does show up. So that's that'll be kind of something fun to keep your eyes peeled for. Other than that, I am working on a Karen video. It's going to be based on some of the video, a little bit of the video seen today on the one Karen there. But please still come by. I'm hoping to make it funny. It'll still be something refreshing. We will dive into some other clips of some other videos as well. So just keep that in mind. To the donators, Stringer News, Bella, Morton Nielsen, Super Chicken, NANA, Gosh of Heckfire, Christ Puncher, Ilya Moon, NANA, and, well, I did NANA twice. You got extra praise, NA, because I wasn't doing how many they had, because otherwise Bella and Stringer take a runaway. Well, NA, you're up there too, actually, buddy. But that's what it's about. It's just about recognizing. So, and then Jackalope Herdmaster was sleeping, and he sent me a 99-cent American donation and went snoozy poo. Sent me a picture of a snooze sticker, so I have to. Yeah, that was before actually. So thank you very much, Jackalope Herdmaster, and I'm sorry I didn't mention that at the beginning. So yeah, as always, I want to say thank you to everybody. How did the buzzers do this year? Terrible. I had a shit year for bees. Other people had bumper crops, but I had a bad winter, bad spring, bad summer. I had hives that were requeening in the spring for weeks longer than normal, and then they've tried to requeen themselves in the fall, and I've had to combine hives, and I had ants kill another hive, and it's been a really, really shit fucking year for beekeeping for me. So I'm actually buying a barrel of honey from a friend who's a beekeeper so that I can keep supplying my customers for the year, because I just won't have enough honey. I went from like 1,000 pounds to like 100. So it's just been a bit of a blowout. If I was like a farmer and that was my income, it'd probably be one of those years where you're like, well, we'll see if we're in business next year. But luckily, that is not my primary source of income. It's just extra. I think I make about $4,000 maybe in the year off it. So it's more of a hobby. But money's money. $4,000 pays my wife's and my insurance on our cars. So I mean, when you take that away, it's kind of a loss still, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, so unfortunately they didn't do well, but we are gonna have some honey factored. In fact, I'm hoping to pick that up this week. That's behind too, so everything's behind. Normally I'd have honey by now, and it's very frustrating. So, anyways, I'm gonna hit this outro button. I'm 15 seconds ahead of you guys. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. There's still 47 people in here, but I am doing my typical long-winded outro, and so I'm going to end this cycle of hate and words. I know, I just say shit. It's really crazy. Have a good night, everybody, okay? Thank you very much. Thanks for coming, as always. And